This is a message to my black men and black women. Never, never let any other race try to hurt your people. Never. So we must start love one another as we love ourselves. Stand up
Whoa,
and
whoa, whoa.
fight.
Who is running this country?
Fight with all our
Who
might.
is running the United States as the
Never let
president?
no one hurt my
Because there is
people.
nothing going on. Nobody's saying
Never,
anything.
never, never. Listen what I'm saying.
Nobody's saying
We
anything.
are
So
the
it
first
seems like
man
no one is running
and
this
first
country.
woman.
Everything
So
is
don't let
just
anyone come and
be
tell
quiet
you
right now because everybody's after the new president. The former president that is going to be in power pretty soon, everybody's waiting to see what he's going to do. So it seems like the present government also relax themselves. And in the meantime, a lot of brutality is taking place and nobody's not saying anything. Prices going up on food, going up on structure, building, property is getting expensive more. People can't afford to buy property anymore. Taxes going up. You know what? I'm tired of paying taxes. I need to find a way how not to pay taxes and still keep property. Every year the taxes goes up. And that's why a lot of people are losing their property. You could imagine you buy a home right now for $400,000. Taxes on that property is too much. You have to be paying about $6,000-7,000 a year for just taxes alone. Something needs to be done. And maybe that's why a lot of people don't like to work. Because they have to pay too much tax. And you don't get any benefit out of it later on. Yeah, but what I want to say that things are not looking right and bright for our people. Especially the black people of the Western world. Or the woolly people. Things are not looking bright. So, I'm thinking to myself, what's going to happen to the black people? Because we don't have any leaders in dispensation of time. It doesn't matter where you are, we don't have any leaders to guide us in a better pathway. I'm not speaking in the behalf of Christianity or speaking in the behalf of this Bible. These are bullshit. I'm speaking how we can have some chief that we can go to with our plan and our grievance, and he can make correction. We don't have none of that. Because if you go to the preacher, he's going to tell you about God. He's telling you about something you do not know. Or he's going to tell you about a man you do not know. But if we have somebody to tell you how to plant the grains, and when to plant the grains, and how to look at the moon, and see when the moon is changed, and it's the right time to catch the fish from the changing of the moon, then we could better understand our pathway. But we have none of that. If we have teachers, they only can teach you about the English language, and that's it. And that will not be in our culture because the English is not our language. So we don't have any place that we say, hey, let's learn all our grandfather language and the dialects. We don't have none of that. So the point that I'm making, we stuck in the white man world. And it seems like the white man is here to stay. I heard many people said, hey, Babylon is falling down. Babylon is not falling down. Babylon get more brutality, more than you can ever think of. Babylon gets so wicked, you take that stick and knock your eye out of your socket. He shoot you down anytime. He put you down into the sidewalk and kneel down in your face. So Babylon is not falling down. Babylon is trying to take over the world. Take all the land. So they can have big farm and bigger farm. That's what the Babylon is doing. You know, Babylon is white people. The system. Babylon system is white people. And their system is to have bigger farm. More cows in the pasture. More slave. Black slave. Or Chinese slave. Or Indian slave. That's the system of the Babylon. So don't come around and say Babylon is falling down. They ain't going to fall down because we're taking land away from the African people. I bet you didn't hear what I said. You did not hear what I said. They're going into the land of Canaan and taking more land. Look what they're doing with Syria. They're going to take all the land from the original people. Well, they are not the original. They came from us. That's a part of Canaan. So they're going to take that. They're going to take Lebanon. Sooner or later. How many black people do you see in Lebanon? 1 and 2. 5,000 years ago, how many black people was in Lebanon? 10,000 years ago, how many black people was in Syria? Egypt, Jordan, Palestine. They kill them out or they chase them out. So stop talking about Babylon is falling. Don't put that in your head. You see all those big jet plane flying elements? They're owned by Babylon and its system. You see all those big cruise ships? Have you seen those big Royal Caribbean cruise ships? They're owned by Babylon and the system. They're not owned by black people or the black people government. How many big passenger ships you see coming out of Africa? How many big passenger ships coming out of South Africa or Nigeria or Ethiopia with all crew members black? captain. You don't see that. You see some small little one owned by some of rich black people, not fully black, and they are the one that own those little ships. Just like in Jamaica. Small little cargo ship owned by the Chinese. I don't know one black man in Jamaica own any cargo ship. I am a living witness for that because I dealt with the Chinese that own cargo ships. Small little ship that go to Bermuda, Honduras, Costa Rica, and some part in Florida. They carry cargo and 1 and 2 passengers. Drop them off in Barbados or Trinidad. So Babylon is not going down. Babylon is going to take the whole world over. And that's their plan. And turn all the Negro into slaves. Because Negro's not saying anything. Negro's quiet now. They're all quiet. Have you seen the Negroes on TV or the internet? All they're doing is gossiping about who's sleeping with man. And which man is sleeping with little boy. And which girl is sleeping with this little boy. That's all they're doing, gossiping. Preachers doing the same shit. They're not thinking, how can we take the land away from the white man? How can we build bigger ships? More than the white man? How can we get our people to work in the plantation and own the plantation? They're not thinking that way. They're going after Jesus and God. In the meantime, our people is messing up, are heading up. Are you following? So we stuck like Band-Aid. Don't know if we're going, don't know if we're coming. Talking bullshit. Pleasure seeker. Looking for narcotics. And guess what? Preachers are looking for narcotics themselves in secret places. And the people can't see. They're drinking alcohol. And the people cannot see. What I'm saying, if we rise up and take the land away from the white man, do you know all the public land out there? The white people call it public land. And they own it. We need to take it and build factories, build schools and universities for our people, and teach them our grandfather language. We got smart black people, but nobody's not rising up to do that. Everybody want to have a certain amount of money. Money is bullshit if you really want to think about it. You didn't born with money. It's something you work for. Or you win from the game of chance. Nobody born with money. If your parents have money, then you're born in money. But money is the thing you got to work for. And if you work too much, you die too soon. So that means it's not good. Huh? But if you have it, it's okay. But if you do something wrong to get it, it's not okay. And that's what the preachers are doing. Some of them are doing wrong to get money because people have to give donation. Some of these church pick up 10, 20, 40,000 dollars a Sunday. You don't have to take my word for nothing I'm saying. I'm just talking for myself. Just talking for myself. Because my father owned church, we own 3 churches. Not in the same community, but different communities. And I am the one that carried the money from the donation. I carry the donation money to the home to count it. So I know everything about church. I met this guy from England. He told me, he said, "What are you doing, man?" I said, "I'm doing little stuff on the internet." He said, "Why don't you open a church?" I said, "No, I don't want to do that." He said, "If you open a church, you'll make a lot of money." I said, "No, what I see ministers did in the church, I'd be shameful to open a church and fool the people's mind. I can't fool the mind of the people. I got to tell them the truth. If they like it, they like it. If they don't, that's their prerogative. I can't go there and lie to the people. Furthermore, I'm too old to be lying. I never lied when I was a little boy. So why would I lie when I'm a grown man? Don't make no sense. Put it this way, I'm just not a liar. Make sense? So what I'm saying, we got to wake up. If we don't wake up, we're going to have a lot of problems. Because nothing is going on with the black people.
Because we are the original.
Absolutely nothing. And guess what?
The original man.
I wrote a book, Mother Left Baby with Voodoo Free. I got a few more left. If you want to get one of these, you can call me up. See the number here?
We must love each other.
310-672-6884. You can call me and get one of these books, Mother Left Baby with Voodoo Free.
Hurt any one of us. Our children, our
Peace and respect.
grandfathers.
I'm out of here.
Never let no
Talking for myself. Just talking for myself.